I'm about to say something.
Back with another episode, another mini segment of Listen to DP. We got a good one for y'all. Well, really not a good one. We got some issues to talk about with this dunk contest. This dunk contest is terrible. Terrible, Georgia. Bro, I'm not sure what people can do to what the NBA can do to fix it, but I got some suggestions. One suggestion is stop getting dudes that only dunk hard in the NBA games. We've seen that before. You can tell guys who got dunk contest dunks in game dunks. And Jaylen Brown has never been a guy with no dunk contest dunks. Right? Another thing we need to do in serious is so the NBA is getting progressive in the dunk contest. They're letting G League guys in, right? We had 2 last night. McClung done won twice. He went back to back. What's old boy that was in? His brother. His brother was in too. Light skinned dude that was tall dude. But they had 2 G League guys in,
Jacob
right?
Obi Toppin.
So, but with that, we also have a woman from the WNBA in the 3-point contest, right?
Thanks.
Now, take it a step further. I play a lot of golf. I watch a lot of YouTube golf. So there's YouTube golfers, right? That's all they do is play golf on YouTube. 16 of them will be in a YouTube golfer round. Whoever wins that
where you going?
Goes to the PGA. They get on the official PGA tour. They get an invite to play in the actual tournament.
Yep.
So what does that mean? We need to go to some of these social media dunkers and and it would be cool thing. Because you could have a whole thing leading up to it, like do a little N1 type of vibe, go to a couple of cities, and you get in.
The contest before the contest.
So they gotta and then but none of the fans will see none of those dunks. So it'll be fine. You get some of those guys, maybe one. Then you get a G League guy that can dunk like Mac, right? Now you helping your G League and 2 NBA guys that actually dunk it. So now you don't have to try and fill it out with just Jaylen Brown of the world. Because this man dunked, landed on the ground, then put his hand over his eyes. And had the nerve to bounce with it, I want to know what the what do you call them boys? The judges were looking at. How did he make it to the finals? He was doing some of the weakest dunks, getting 48.8. And, the judges was tripping, bro. They was tripping on Max dunks. They even tripped on Toppin's dunks too.
Yeah.
Toppin's. So let me ask y'all this. Outside of it just being trash, how do y'all feel like the dunk contest should be scored? Should the missed dunk count against your score, or should it just be the made dunk like they said? Because if you want me to try a crazy dunk, you can't expect me to just go through and never miss it. Like, Matt jumped over a dude, let his hands off the ball, grab the ball again, and barely miss. That's a 50 if it take you 10 times. Because can't nobody else in this arena do it.
Yeah.
So what can we do to fix this dunk contest? Because outside of bringing some more guys in like those professional dunkers, because there's only so many McClungs, right?
Yeah, thanks.
What you think we can do? We'll start with you, Justin.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I would say missed dunks should not hurt you at all. And in the past, they really never really hurt unless it's like someone started a hard dunk and then they missed it a few times, and then it was like, oh, fuck it, let me go do something else to get something on the board. But that's the only way it should really hurt you. I was really pissed about the Matt McClung because, I mean, hey, like you said, buddy, jumped over somebody, had the ball, took his hands off the ball, grabbed it back. I was like, damn. And then they didn't even give him a 50 for it when he did hit it just a second time, bro. Yeah. I was like, hey, man, they tripping. They out here tripping. And I was like, hey, man, Jaylen Brown done paid them boys because, I ain't never seen a nigga get uninvited from the cookout because he gone his own family, bro. Like, hey, bro. He coming in there with that Kraft mac and cheese, bro. Nobody want that.
But the crazy thing is, he was only a miss away from Mac on the final dunk from winning.
Right. Oh my God, bro! Like they had to do something. And I thought at one point I thought they was trying to I thought they was just trying to not have Matt McClung win again, And I was like, nah, bro. Hey, hands down, he's the best dunker that we know of. Like you said, there could be some other dudes, YouTubes, but hey, as of now, he's the best dunker that we know of, and I mean, he deserves it. Hey, that two-peat, I hope he comes back and try to three-peat it. But hey, next year, please give us some dunkers.
Give us some real
don't
dunkers.
come here, And the other dunkers, I'd even leave it like that. Toppin and what's the other dude?
Hakeem.
Yeah. Hey, they were straight, bro. Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, give us some people who can dunk. Don't have nobody doing no damn end game tomahawk dunks and shit. Nobody want to see that, man. Nobody want to see that.
What you got, Dan? What you got about the dunk contest, man?
Man, I will tell you, man. I will be completely honest on this show, man. I did not watch it live. I recorded it.
Good.
Went back and looked at it because it doesn't
delete
have,
that tape.
Course,
save the space.
Yeah, man. It doesn't have the same luster as it used to, man. I can remember as a kid the feeling the dunk contest gave me, man. When I saw so many of those fast dunks, when I saw Vince Carter, though, man, just like steal the show. And he wasn't the only great dunker that night. Like, people forget, T-Mac and Steve Branson also put on a show that night, right? And crazy, so when you look at just the past feelings that it used to give me, it gives you nothing like that anymore. Now, I will say, Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine tried to bring it back. I will definitely give them boys props. They definitely brought it back for a little bit. But after Aaron Gordon got robbed a couple times, it was like, I'll never do it again, But I just truly feel like, is there any fixing it? I love what you said, DP, and I was thinking about that earlier as well. There are so many guys that play street ball and different things like that can do some crazy, amazing dunks. Man. Like, we see them on YouTube all the time. So if we could get some of those guys on like an NBA platform to go against some of the NBA guys and things of that nature, that would be something very, very dope. It'd be something out of the box. I'll be honest, too, a lot of the guys who are great dunkers don't do it because they're scared of the reputation and things of that nature. Like, a guy like Zion is a power dunker, but I would be interested to see what type of creativity he may have. He's more of a power dunker as well. He's more of a Dominique Wilkins type or whatever. But
at least he's still giving me a 360 windmill.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown was hey, that boy was giving me middle.
About to roast Jaylen every chance he gets.
I'm not lying to you at all, bro. Middle school cats can do the dunks Jaylen Brown was doing, bro. Like
I've seen it,
bro. Middle school cats can do those.
I've seen it. They're 13.
I know this for a fact. Middle school cats can do it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
We're out there dunking like Larry Bird and shit.
No, man, it's not the same, and I don't think if I was to think like right now, what NBA stars that we have that could do some crazy stuff other than Zion and Ja, and Ja's more of a guy too who probably have to do something off of a oop or something like that. Just looking at just the different ways that different guys dunk the basketball now. I don't know how many guys we actually have that could bring back, those same feelings of a Dwight Howard, of a Vince, of a T-Mac. Like, I don't know who could bring that feeling back, man. So it's going to be a while. I think the only way they can fix it is by getting some guys outside the league to kind of do some things and put them on the NBA stage. I think that would be great. Just put a whole world to see. I think that would be great. But other than that, I don't know how else they could fix it, to be honest with you.
And before we go to Will, I think people don't really realize the dunks weren't what we were excited about in the dunk contest. Usually it was almost the top 4 players in the dunk contest that were pretty much that could dunk like that. You had the Jordans, the Dominiques, from Spud to Kobe to T-Mac. So it was dunkers, but they were usually the top guys. Yeah. These are guys that aren't even all-stars going into the dunk contest a lot of times now. We weren't even
all-stars.
talking about
They're not NBA starters no more.
We're talking about the best
NBA players.
Guys in the league were doing the dunk contest.
True.
So that's the difference of you got to see the best guys that you liked go out there on that time and compete because it meant something. And I think more than the dunks, that's why the luster isn't there, because sometimes you're like, who is top? Who? Like, right? You don't know who it is.
I didn't know who he was, bro.
So that's the thing. I think that's what we're lacking is the star power behind it. What you got, Will?
No, man, that's actually an excellent point. because, like you said, when we used to watch it, it wasn't just for the dunks. We knew they were going to do something incredible, but you show up for the name on the card. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fight. Like if you can't have the main event be two guys who are in 19th and 20th place or something like that. Like, two unheard of guys. That's where you save for the top of the top. And for the dunk contest, if you're not going to use NBA All-Star talent that can actually dunk Jaylen Brown, but then you have to do, like you said, you have to go find the best dunkers. Like if we're going to watch this and we're not watching people we've heard of, give us a reason to remember their name after this.
Yep. Exactly.
Go find me the best freaking dunkers, the most exciting, creative dunkers. I saw what Blake Griffin did. If y'all got to get cars, a forklift, I don't give a damn what you got to bring in here.
Yeah.
Dunk over. But and if I ever see somebody dunk over somebody who's 4 feet tall and sitting in a chair again.
Who's sitting down?
4 foot standing. You gonna throw a 4-footer who's sitting. What the hell?
They should have disqualified him after that, bro.
Facts, though.
The bag. You see how big the bag Jaylen Brown had to drop for that kind of a score on them Bulls?
That don't make no sense.
There's no, and to get back to what he was saying about the scoring, I think the scoring needs to change as well. I think in the attempt to get excitement for the dunk contest, the NBA has basically lowered its own bar. They messed themselves up because they think they're helping themselves by just making sure that somebody got to get a 50. No, there are no 50 dunks. Don't give out no 50.
Don't give out a 50.
Matter of fact, if there are no 45 dunks, don't give out no 45.
I didn't think Jaylen Brown did a dunk that deserved a 46 from anybody.
Right.
He out here doing 48s, 49s, and 50s for some dunks.
Hey, I hate to say it, look, Jaylen Brown was out there doing them dunks that you do when you used to try to do the combos on NBA Live. And it's like you said, when you run out of time, he was doing the time where you just press the one button and it's easy.
Yeah.
So you get like a 30, you get 38 or some goofy shit. Just for completion. That's what he got a completion score. 38. He threw it down hard at least. That's about it.
Man.
Yeah, man. I'm just goodness gracious. But yeah, they gotta do something about that. But I would love for them to see them like score it tougher. That way it'll mean something again when you do win. And it's been a complaint for so long. It's like the Pro Bowl, you know what I mean? Like they not letting them tackle no more, but in the attempt to get it interesting, they've resorted to some goofy stuff over the years. But it's like you're making it worse.
Yeah. But I at least give football a little more pass because it's harder, right, to simulate some of the competition in it. Basketball, y'all have some options that y'all just aren't taking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. To be honest, look, man, if y'all ain't gonna dunk, replace it with the one-on-one. I don't care. And then bring it back if there's some build up and people want to.
If it's some people you know can dunk.
But bro, man, if you ain't got no dunkers this year, we'll be doing the one-on-one competition. You know, like something. But just like you said, man, I was out at a sports bar, just hanging out, catching up with a friend. That's about it. That's the only reason I saw that. I was watching the UFC fight on the next screen more than that. After I seen him dunk over a 4 foot tall person sitting, I was like,
wow.
Yeah, and then what's messed up is McClung was clearly cleaning his clock. I'm looking around and the white people just. It's February, man. Like me and Devin gonna show up to this dude's house with Justin. We all gonna go over there deep in just clear. Hey man, you know why we're here. You know why we're here. We gotta that card, bro. Like you're the darkest person here, but you can't be repping like that. He did the opposite of what the girl from the shooting contest did for women's sports. He said that she was like at least 100 years.
It set the black people back.
We ain't seen that embarrassing since we was playing basketball in the orange baskets or whatever they started.
Yeah.
Bro, Jaylen Brown would have been in a fight for his life in a dunk contest in the 70s, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He would have been in a fight for his life in the 70s, bro.
Facts, bro. Facts.
It was bad.
Back when the women was trash.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, he came around and dunked it.
Man.
Hey, no, let me tell you the funniest thing before we go. I think it was maybe Dr. J, but a dunk. I remember looking like at old dunk contests, and it's so funny, bro. Because people were closer on the floor back then.
Yep, right there on the floor.
People, not the celebs. I believe it was Dr. J, but it was somebody, one of the famous basketball players. They had the two basketballs. My man ran up there and said,
dunk both. Yeah.
Hey, bro, they went stupid. Hey, bro, my man, hey, no freak with it, no nothing. That boy said, hey, crowd went stupid. Hey, Jaylen Brown was on that type of time yesterday.
To be honest, I don't think he could have did that. I don't think he could have did that.
Hey, because you know they say he can't dunk with his left hand. That's why he went and did the regular left hand dunk.
I don't think he
did
did
the
that.
regular left hand dunk. And thought we was gonna be like, you can dunk with your left hand. But yeah, man, I think the NBA got to figure out something with that dunk contest. And the smartest thing is to bring some of those professional dunkers in. And I say two of those, a G League guy and the top NBA guy.
Yeah.
Or at least one of those, a G League guy, NBA guy, and the next best NBA or G League guy that y'all see fit.
Yep.
And I think, to be honest, that maybe they should hold like an all-star thing for some of the G League and NBA guys that say if they want to do it.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, here's some guys that we all heard. Everybody can't enter, but if you would like this last spot, we will do, a little something to show us that you can do something, bro.
Yeah.
Because even Brown in there, I knew it was over when I seen his name. I'm like, I've never seen him do nothing.
Yeah.
And even with NIL now, they could
thoroughly confused.
Get college. Yeah.
They could even get a college guy. They do the college dunk contest also. Towards the Final Four. They could even get a college kid too with NIL now. So I mean,
Gavin, you on to something, bro? That's untapped completely.
Yep.
They couldn't do it before, but now that they can.
Yep.
Facts. They got to do something. They got to dig in that bag because it sucks to know what we saw it as. MJ flying, Vince Carter. It's over. So many things from the dunk contest. Now it's just all we do is just do a head slap at the end of every one, except for last year. And I think Max still got some in his bag, but he just got caught up too much trying to. It was almost the same dunk jumping over the guy. The look was too close on each dunk. Which they were cool. Jumping over Shaq is crazy. With no push-off like some of these dudes are doing.
Yeah.
Right? Taking your hands off the ball, just jumping straight up and doing that in the air, let alone. But I think some of his dunks were just so close. And he got caught up with the partner thing. I think next year he's going to come back in his bag and do some stuff. But the dunk contest, they said Jaylen Brown, they said it was on life support and he unplugged it. Then he just killed the whole dunk contest. all in four dunks. He just killed it.
Hey man.
It's the laughing stock of the black community the rest of the month. Goddamn.
Facts. We'll stop with that one, man. We can go all day about how trash the dunk contest been. But if y'all haven't, make sure you like, subscribe, shout us out, man. Facebook, Twitter, also X, and then YouTube. We out.
Yep.